We're lucky to be joined by the current PDC World Darts Champion, the best darts player on the planet, the world #1, Bentley's mate as well. Luke Humphries joins us. Hello, Luke Humphries.
How are we doing? You all right?
We're good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Doing well.
Luke, before we talk darts, I've got a question for you. So in that ad break, my producer ran in and he said, "Can I take Luke's number?" And I went, "Yeah, here it is." And then I noticed that all snooker players, or a lot of snooker players, their numbers end in 147. And a lot, because it's highest break. And a lot of snooker players go double, 147, 147. You haven't got a 180 anywhere in your phone number. Why is that?
Just because I've had the same phone number for the last 10 years, to be honest. So
Okay.
it changed it. My manager's actually got that. He's got 180. 180 is his last 6 digits. So.
Oh, we'll all call him now. We'll all guess it. The first bit. 077.
Same number for 10 years. You're going to have people coming out the woodwork now they've heard that.
In fact, when you got to the final last year, did loads of people you haven't spoken to for a long time go, I don't know if you remember, I told your bathroom in 1997. Did you get that?
I had it quite a lot, to be honest. A lot of people messaging me saying saying congratulations, I hadn't spoke to you for 5 or 6 years. And then you had a lot of them messages from people that were like, "Do you remember when I beat you when you were 14?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's about 15 years ago." But yeah, I had quite a few people that messaged me.
Sorry about that text, but I was quite proud of that victory. Right, let's talk about you winning all the time. Firstly, congratulations on your win in your opening game. You didn't drop a leg as well. What did you make of it? I always think in any sport that's over a certain amount of period of days, so like if it's tennis at Wimbledon or snooker at the World Championship, when it's such a long couple of weeks, that it's all well and good if you play in the first day or the second day and you win, but if you lose, it's like the end. It's awful because you're not part of the tournament. So to get over the line, how much pressure did you feel when you went up there as defending champion?
Yeah, well, I felt a little bit of pressure, to be fair. Obviously with the walk on as well, it was quite spectacular. I really enjoyed that. The crowd were absolutely amazing, and they showed me a lot of respect and a lot of greatness from that walk on. It kind of got me buzzed up a little bit, to be honest. And the first set I was a little bit nervy. You don't really want to go 1-0 down in these type of games because it's a relatively short format, and you don't want to go behind because they'll gain confidence, the person that you're playing. So yeah, it was kind of a little bit nervy in the first set, but after that I think I got going pretty well. Good couple of finishes in there. The scoring come back to me in the end, but like I said in a few of my interviews after the game, you kind of play it in 2 different scenarios of 2 different tournaments. You go there just to win one game. You don't go there to think about being world champion in the first one. You just go there to win, and then when you go back after Christmas, that's when you start thinking about being world champion again.
Well, look, you said it there that you're not back in now until after Christmas. Do you like that format, or would you want to be playing more games to get a bit of momentum?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be playing more games to get the momentum. Like, the kind of worry about is not a worry, but if you'd have played really well and say I've averaged 105 on Sunday, when you're playing 12 days later, that kind of means for nothing because it doesn't mean you're in form because a lot can change in 2 weeks. Whereas if you average, say, like I did 90, you kind of think, oh, well, it doesn't matter. In 12 days' time, I can, be at a better standard. So it can help you in both aspects. But, 2 weeks is a long time. So I don't really think that's how you play in that first game, as long as you get through. And then when you go back, that's when you got to hit top form.
Luke, I've always felt that the first round of the World Darts Championship, first to 3 sets, is too short because I know sometimes we like upsets in sport, but ultimately you want the best 2 on finals day. And you sort of alluded to it there. It's a very, very quick start, if you like. What part of the tournament do you get most comfortable when you think, okay, if someone's going to beat me, they're going to have to perform?
Probably the rounds happening now. The last 32. That's first to 4 now. That's not relatively a short format. Then that's a minimum of 12 legs needed to win. So yeah, I think from now on, I think it's sort of a sort of a leg format and set format now, where you have to be at your best to beat the top players, and you don't see as many shocks happen in the latter rounds because usually the better players win. That doesn't mean that's going to happen. Anybody can win. It's an open field nowadays. But when you're starting to get to the first to 4 and even getting first to 5, that's when it plays into the better players' hands.
Luke, are you one of those darts players who watches every game? See, I know you're not playing until after Christmas, but do you sit there and watch all the games? And is there anyone you've looked at and gone, okay, I didn't see that coming?
Yeah, I do. I watch. I don't watch darts a lot, but I will do the World Championship just because of how special it is, how good it is, and it's nice to see all the different names that you don't usually see playing darts. And I was kind of really looking forward to watching Rashad, which played the guy from Bahamas, and he was amazing. He put on a great show and was an internet sensation. But so far for me, I think Callum Ridge surprised me today. Actually, he played absolutely amazing, and I say surprised me. He's a fantastic talent, but he hasn't been at his best the last 2 or 3 years. And if he can keep that level of performance up, which he can do, because I've seen him play a lot over the years, and if he could keep that level of form, he could be a very dangerous player. But so far at the moment, throughout the whole tournament, I don't really think that any of the top players have set the world alight just yet. Me, Go Price, Nathan Aspinall, none of us have really played amazing yet.
Benny alluded to the fact you're not playing till after Christmas. Will you go back to Ali Pali between now and your next game, soak up the atmosphere, go backstage, throw a few darts, or will you stay clear of that until you're due to play again?
Yeah, so once I come back on Monday, I won't go back until Boxing Day. Now I think I'll probably be on the 27th. So yeah, I'd had like 12 days in between, and you don't really want to be spending more time away than you really need to be. I've been having a few practice sessions with Stephen Bunting as well in between, and he practiced yesterday. He's playing tomorrow, so I'll be at home and enjoying Christmas, but also putting in the effort on the practice board as well.
Now, it looks like if you do win your games, which we expect you to do, you could be on course for a semi-final clash against Luke Littler. Now, I know he was named. It was the Young BBC Sports Personality of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean, what a year he's had. But, I mean, you must be relishing that challenge again, because in everyone's eyes, you and him are the two best players in the world. Yeah,
I thought he should have won the main one, to be fair. Just the way he sort of changed the game for darts, and second's a fantastic achievement. But I feel like I'm maybe being biased, but I thought he should have won the main one. But finishing second is obviously a great achievement as well, and he's brought the game on so incredibly well. It's since that final last year, the crowd and the audience that we achieve now is absolutely amazing, and it would be an amazing spectacle if we could re-meet in that semi-final and put on a great show for the fans. I think that's what the crowd wants and the fans want at home. That game that is one of the best games in world darts at the moment.
Do you feel any different this time than you did last year? And the reason why I say that is because obviously you entered the tournament last season, you end up going and win it, but then this time around, you're the one with the target on your back. Everyone's looking at you. We need to beat Luke Humphries. Do you feel any different?
Probably feel more confident for the fact that there's no pressure on. I know there is pressure on me because I'm the reigning world champ, but I just wanted to be world champion once in my life. That was the absolute dream, and to have done it once, I don't want to feel like want to be too greedy about it and thinking I need to win more and more now to satisfy myself. I got that one, but I can imagine how devastating it'll feel to go into January the 4th as not the reigning world champion, someone else be world champion. So I guess the added pressure is probably more on myself than the outside aspect, but the year I've had has felt so great and so amazing that I want to keep that feeling going. I want everyone to say, "Oh, look, there's the world champ, not the former world champ." So that's a little bit of pressure that I'll probably put on myself, but I really would love to win it again.
Luke, I'm sure I spoke to you when you were doing that Paddy Power challenge, right?
Yeah, correct.
And then we were having a chat, and you picked up one of the players' cues. I think it was either Sean Murphy's or Mark Williams, and you look pretty handy on a snooker table. Have you played a lot? Have you got highest break? Are you a big snooker fan?
Yeah, well, I've had a 147. No, I'm joking.
My mouth just hit the floor then.
I've played a little bit, to be honest. I used to play when I was younger. I think my highest break isn't incredible. It's something like 30-odd, 38 or something. But, I've not played as much as I want to over the years. But I used to play a little bit when I was younger, and I don't think you ever lose it. I hit a couple of good long pots, to be fair. They're usually the hardest ones, but... Yeah, I have played over the years, just not very consistently.
Let me ask you, I'm sure you're aware, Sean Murphy claims he's the only person on the planet to have got a hole-in-one, a 9-darter and a 147. When you see people throw a dart, I think you can instantly tell if they're handy or not. When he threw 3 darts and none of them hit the dartboard, did you think, I don't think you have it, a 9-darter?
Yeah, I didn't think he had anyway, to be fair. But, it's the way the first two went, I think he threw the last one out the board to try and style it out to make it look like it was all just a joke, when really probably tried styling that last one out. He said that he hit it by luck, but you can't hit a 9-darter by luck. Could you imagine saying, "Oh yeah, I've hit a 147, I did that by luck"? That's not going to happen, is it? So sorry, Sean, but I don't believe you've done it, to be honest. I don't think a lot of people do, but if he says he has, then that's fine.
Let me get your views on something that was anything but luck. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I know you are, but we had the talkSPORT World Darts Championships last week.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Darren Bent, tournament favourite.
No, I wasn't. Stop saying that.
Went up against a girl, And she goes by the. I'm being a little bit facetious, but he played Natalie Sawyer, and Natalie had never played darts before.
She had.
Let's just remind ourselves of that winning moment before I get your views on it, Luke Humphries.
3 again for Natalie Sawyer to win the leg. She's got it! Darren Bent is out! Natalie Sawyer has destroyed Darren! And Natalie Sawyer, by hitting 3, is through to the semi-finals. And all those hours spent in a specialist dart shop getting the set that felt right in his hand means nothing. Because the truth is, Darren Bent, you're out.
Now, Luke, at the time I likened it to, in my opinion, the greatest sporting upset of all time. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I was very shocked. Was you using my darts, Benty?
I wasn't, unfortunately. That's probably why it didn't happen.
Wow, that's where it went wrong then, wasn't it?
I don't, the only reason why
You weren't using any darts, I don't
the
think.
only reason why I'm not using them is because my little boy went into when I play darts and broke one.
That's the worst excuse
That's
I've ever.
what's the truth,
Luke. It was just
No,
embarrassing.
but I've told you already, right? Luke, this is what happened. She trains with Fallon Sharrock. Yeah, they are training
doesn't.
partners.
She
They
doesn't.
do. They train all the time together, and
never
that's why I
met
lost. They have. Paulie.
I thought that you was going to do it, Andy, to be fair.
Oh, that's all we got time for. You broken up, Luke. Luke, if I were to win it, right, where would people go? I have to give something back to the fans, right?
Yeah, true. That is true.
Yeah. Listen, we love the fact you come on our show as often as you do. We really, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Remind us when you next play.
Well, it's not guaranteed yet, but I think it'd be the 27th. 95% sure.
Okay.
So,
Well, listen, it will be after Christmas, so I hope you have a wonderful Christmas with your family, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament. Benty and I, with Drive Time, are there on the day of the final, so we hope to sit down with you and have a proper chat because you'll be one of the finalists. That'd be great.
I'll see you there.
Okay, today, Luke, again, thank you so much for your
Cheers,
time.
Luke.
Cheers, guys.
There you go, the wonderful Luke Humphries.
Why you tell everyone about me getting beat?
Well, everyone knows talkSPORT put it out as a clip today, didn't they?
I wonder if they were struggling for social content. Out of nowhere as well.
We need something that does the numbers. Put a clip out of Benty losing. A reminder that every single dart, every single arrow will be live, of course, on talkSPORT 2 between now and, of course, when it finishes, when we are there. I think January the 3rd. It's a Friday. I'm pretty sure it's January 3rd. But either way, we'll be there, you and I, to cover the final.
I can't speak.
I can't speak. It'd be wonderful.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.